Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Why in the world, folks, would the USDA need to buy submachine guns? What? The USDA? The people who inspect the meat? Where's the beef? No, my question is, why all the guns? Why do they need submachine guns? Are you serious? Well, according to CNN, the United States Department of Agriculture's internal audit arm has 85 shiny new submachine guns locked and loaded. And they've long had a small police force, and they're not alone, thanks to a mostly forgotten provision in 2002 Homeland Security Act that allows federal auditing agencies to equip themselves with agents who carry guns. But submachine guns? Has the mafia taken over the mentality of the federal government? Or is it something more sinister, something more darker in the shadows, something of a more world governance, something that's creeping out of the back alleys of the Illuminati? Are we talking the New World Order? Well, criminal investigators at agencies like the USDA, Small Business Administrations, the NASA, they can carry firearms. The USDA first gained the permit ability to arm its criminal investigators in 1981. 25 other federal agencies gained that permit in 2002 as a result of the Homeland Security Act, now called the Offices of Inspector General. It is that last function that led the USDA to order 40 caliber submachine guns back in May of this year. A spokesman for the USDA told CNN, these are semi-automatic weapons. They've acquired them on September the 9th, 2014. Now, the Department of Education put out a similar purchase order in 2010 for 27 shotguns. Now, surprisingly, Congress does not know how many and what type of weapons the agencies have been stockpiling, according to a Republican Representative Chris Stewart of Utah. He wants a Governmental Accountability Office report on the issue and has introduced legislation this year to strip them of their guns. Now, Americans don't see why dozens of federal agencies need their own highly armed police forces. It's because the New World Order is creating a paramilitary mentality of America. That's why there's tanks, armored vehicles in every little town and hamlet, city, and across America now. What? Who they're going to go to war with? Us? At the same time, Eric Holder, thank God he's resigned, and the Justice Department has been on a pursuit, according to the Obama administration, to strip the American public of its Second Amendment rights, while they're arming every agency. I mean, who's next with guns? Humane Society? Prior to that, Inspector General had to ask for permission, special permission, citing specific need to carry firearms from the United States Attorney General. Now, these are granted on an ad-have basis and almost universally, but they had to be renewed. So in 2002, Homeland Security solidified these law enforcement powers and the right for agents of the Inspector General to carry firearms. This is why Americans have got to keep the Second Amendment right to protect themselves from who? From a tyrannous or a tyrannical government. If you read the full Second Amendment of our Constitution, it's to protect us from a government gone rogue. Now, next time you go to your local grocery store and you see the butcher behind the counter, he may have more than a meat cleaver. He might be packing heat. On loan, of course, from the USDA. I'd rather these guys spend more time checking the meat for E. coli than loading a submachine gun and saying, oh my.